Hello again, Pisces. I'm looking at your horoscope for March 2025, and the first thing that comes to mind is that, do you ever remember that movie called Sybil? I think it was Sybil, this woman who had all these multiple personalities. And when I look at your sun sign right now, here, the Sun, Saturn, North Node, Neptune, and debilitated Mercury, all in your sun sign, so many facets to your personality, so many ways in which you can go, in which you can grow, or which you can slow, because you've got retrograde Venus here, which is exalted in Pisces, ruler of your 8th house. This is a finance planet that's playing out here, but you'll see both Mercury and Venus throughout the March transit make their way back into your sun sign. So a lot of self-reflection is going on right now. That's also indicated by this very quiet but transformative Pluto back in your 12th house of spirituality, meditation, self-help, and Venus, the psychological planet, which itself is playing out in the realm of income. Look at it retrograde there. It's empowered. It has more power. Unfortunately, it's not the friendliest planet to you. So its power can mar the sign in which it's transiting. And Mercury for you rules this 7th house. Therefore, this Mercury is endowed with some ability to karmically inflict pain on the body. The body here, this part of the horoscope, 2nd house, has to do with your mouth, your teeth, your gums. It's a Martian sign, so this can be inflammation of the gums, gingivitis, some sorts of cavities and decay that you need to look at, so some dental work. But also it's a review on the outer level with your finances, the money and the earnings. The 14th, you'll notice here the full moon in your 7th house. Relationships are big at that time. And with the connection of the full moon to the South Node, which is the past karma point of your horoscope, there could be a reminiscing with your partner if you're in a committed relationship, reminiscing about the past, or even making contact with someone that you felt close to in the past. So this is a thoroughly interesting and in some ways spiritual connection with your partner. Notice what I mentioned here about the retrograde planets. Both Mercury and Venus commence their transit back, but you'll also notice the movement of the Sun, and on 21st it will enter into this 2nd house. Even at this point, the rays of the Sun are burning up all of these planets here in what's called a state of combustion. So you have to be careful here, because this Venus is also, apart from being a planet of finance, it's a planet of life. It rules the 3rd house and the 8th house. So these are houses of vitality and longevity. So when the Sun is making contact, as we see here, it moves in on the 21st into this 2nd house. Then Venus, in particular, is finding its energy diminished. So you need to rest at this time. You need to take a deep breath and not feel as though you have to rush or lunge forward into everything you're doing. I don't think you can do that anyhow, because Mercury and Venus being retrograde mean you have to backpedal a little bit. You know, that's a case of 1 step forward, 2 back. This also has to do with maybe your partner, spouse, or business partner reneging on something or changing their mind on something. Mercury rules that person and is retrograde. Sun has its last ditch attempt to burn it up on the 25th. Then it starts to move away. It's the faster moving body. So these issues will be better reappraised once the Sun moves away. That's both your finances and the relationship itself, and also the attitude of your partner at this time. You'll see at the latter part of the month, these two planets, Venus first, moving back, sort of going full circle with the moon there as well. You notice that at the very outset of the month you started with this stellium of planets, and now you're going to end the month with that stellium of planets, and also with a new moon here in this second zone of income, which we talked about earlier. Mars is in your fifth house. This is an excellent placement to reinvigorate yourself creatively or in terms of some sport. Being in the water sign, swimming and all sorts of boating, jet skiing, even snow skiing are favoured by this placement. And because you're a water sign yourself, this gives you the opportunity to feel, in your element, so to speak, and to release some of the tension that we're seeing here, and really figuring out what direction you want to go in right now. One of my masters once said, if you have a thread of cotton that you're trying to put through the eye of the needle, it'll never happen if you've got a three-pronged thread. You need to twirl all that thread together and gently put it through the eye of the needle. So, get on over to astrology.com.au. We have the additional text-based readings there. We've got the daily, weekly, monthly and yearly readings as well. I've just uploaded the Chinese New Year of the wooden snake to give you a bit more context for what's going on in your life. Please subscribe, help the channel. Please drop me a note if you've got any questions, and I'm looking forward to your company again next month. Bye-bye.